Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to tell you 5 reasons why you should not become a graphic designer. But before I do that, check out this video right over here where I tell you 5 reasons why you should become a graphic designer. I think you'll find that pretty helpful. I'm going to put the links in the description below, so give it a listen or a watch whenever you get a chance. And if you're new to this channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video. We talk about graphic design, and let's get started and tell you 5 reasons why you should not become a graphic designer. First reason why I think you should not become a graphic designer is because of the time you're going to have to put in learning graphic design. There is the educational aspect of it, and in order to learn graphic design you really need to go to a design school, an art school, or take some kind of a course, a certificate degree program perhaps, and just be really affiliated with people who are in the graphic design industry who can teach you something. If you are someone who can learn graphic design on their own, who is so capable of just learning the programs from Adobe Suite, I'm talking about Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, and so forth, and you're also able to take on projects and put together a portfolio, and then you can apply for jobs, then you don't necessarily need to go to art school or get some kind of a degree in it if you're that capable. But for majority of us, we do need to put some time and effort into this, and that's why I think it's so important that we think carefully if this is a degree, a program that will really pay me back as a career as a graphic designer. And I think the reason why you shouldn't go to graphic design school is because the cost of going to art school is very expensive. I remember when I went, matter of fact, it was a lot more expensive, and it's not too far from the rate that they're charging now at most art schools, but it was a big payoff. But regardless, you still have to put in the time, the hours, go to school, learn about the fundamentals of design, learn about typography, and then you have to take other courses affiliated with graphic design, about web design, and there's motion design if you want to get into that, or interface design. There's so much you can do. But if you're someone who doesn't have the time to dedicate and go to art school, or put some time in getting a online, for example, course and learning that, then I would definitely not recommend it. And also the cost is very pricey. I mean, yes, there's going to be a cost affiliated with any kind of educational, of course there is, but when it comes to learning art as a field, if it's graphic design or photography, illustration, or 3D animation, the cost is very, very high. The second thing that I would say is why you should not go to graphic design school is because being critiqued. A lot of people can handle it and a lot of people cannot handle it. When you go to art school or any kind of school, or your professors, your teachers, whoever that may be, even your peers, they can be very nice and give you a friendly feedback and critique, but when you're in the real world, those critiques get very can be pretty rough. So you have to develop thick skin. If you're someone who can't handle putting the time and effort into creating something so amazing and then they just shut it down right away, and that can be tough on a lot of people. And how can you navigate around that and just pick yourself up again and be a strong designer? So that's something to think about. The next thing I would say that why you should not be a graphic designer is because most graphic designers, once they finish going to school or getting their degree or whatever they have learned the program or so forth, have got their education, is that most designers will consider doing freelance. And freelance is such a saturated market that it's really hard to find clients. You can actually get clients, it's not that difficult, but the thing is, how can you find the high paying clients? That's the challenge. The most clients that you'll start off with probably be like friends and family members, and then you see that it might just stop right there, and then you go on different forums to find work, and then you might get a job here or two, and then it stops right there. So it's not really gonna work as fast as you would like it to be to have a steady income. It will take some time, and it's a long haul, it's a long race to be successful in graphic design if you want to be a freelancer. And I know that's a challenge for a lot of people where they just want to start working right now and making the big bucks, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think if you want to be a freelancer and if you want to get the big clients, it will take some time, definitely. So if you're someone who can't sit home and wait for that, and you put the educational time in, you go to school, and you're okay with being critiqued, you're okay to also give back critique and feedback, that's great. But now you're trying to freelance and you're seeing you're having a hard time, then you wonder and think, was this all really worth it? So something to think about. The next reason why I say you should not be a graphic designer is because majority of jobs will come from agency work. And agency work, the hours are crazy. The hours can range from having a 10-hour shift to an 8-hour shift. And I remember actually when I was working for agency how tough it was, where I had to work an 8-hour shift and then stay a little bit later being a 9 to 10-hour shift, and then turns out you end up going home and working on some projects, trying to get those final tweaks worked out. So if you're someone who wants a more of a life balance kind of role and who maybe has a family, or someone who doesn't want to be working 10 to 12 hours a day in a week, throughout the week, actually, that can be pretty tough. And I see a lot of designers burn out because a lot of agencies hire designers straight out of school, and they do all this work thinking that they're going to move up the ladder, but they realize that, you know what, this is how it's going to be. Either I find something better or I do my own freelancing. So that's one of the reasons why I think you should not become a graphic designer. The last reason is a lot of designers end up doing corporate jobs, and those are really cool because you get to have a steady hour, roughly a steady hour schedule. The pay is not too bad. Most agencies do pay more than corporate jobs, but the benefit of corporate is you get all the benefits of working a corporate job. The main drawback is the creativity aspect. So if you're someone who is coming from a design agency background, you have this amazing creativity, and you can work on a variety of projects. Now you're stuck into a corporate world where it's like working from a template and kind of tweaking that very slowly and then making it something great eventually, and you don't have the patience for that, then I think working for a corporate job is not for you. And also maybe this is not what you signed up for. So that's another reason why I don't think graphic design is for you. However, if you're someone who wants to do all of these things, check out this video right here once again, and I'll tell you 5 reasons why you should become a graphic designer. But those are some of the reasons why I think you should not become a graphic designer. And I hope this video was helpful to you. You enjoyed it. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Check out this video right over here or right over here if you haven't already. I hope you find those videos also as helpful. Like, subscribe, comment below. We are a graphic design channel, so look out for more videos to come. Thanks.